내게 미안하지만은 not sorry. 오늘부터 나나나 bitch 나는 solo girl. I'm my girl, I'm only like girl now. I'ma do it on my, I'ma do it on my own now. Girl, I'm my girl, I'm only like girl now. I'ma do it on my, I'ma do it.
Hello and welcome to my first unpopular K-pop opinions video. These opinions will be focused more around the industry as a whole rather than specific groups. However, there are some specific examples thrown in there. Now for the obligatory disclaimer. These are all my opinions. Feel free to disagree with them and let me know in the comments which opinions you agree or disagree with. With that out of the way, let's get started. ITZY's B-sides are underwhelming. Yuna's rap in That's a No-No is fire though. Let me start by saying I'm a huge fan of ITZY and absolutely love Dalla Dalla, Icy, and Wannabe. However, their B-sides are seriously lacking. It's not that the songs themselves are bad, but they sound very empty. My favorite B-side of theirs is That's a No-No mostly because of Yuna's rap, but also because it's way more 3D than some of their other B-sides. Sure, Cherry is a bop, but the emptiness of the song gets old for me. Just because an idol can sing high notes, doesn't mean they should. So this opinion tends to be more relevant with male idols, but it can definitely still apply to female idols. I feel like a lot of people think a high note equals a godlike singer, and while that can be true, it isn't always. It's important to keep in mind someone's vocal technique and range when looking at this subject. If an idol has to strain or sound squeaky to barely push out a high note, they should not be singing that note. Being stable live is important. However, rookie groups are targeted for this too much. Seriously. People need to chill about stability. Yes, being stable live is important. However, so many are y'all out here trying to clown groups that literally just debuted. Like, Jesus, give them a second. I know this one isn't that deep, but I really don't like it when people try to pick on groups that aren't as stable as their standard is. Y'all trying to clown these rookie groups, but you just end up clowning yourself. SMH. Illusion is better than Wave and Han is better than Latata. This one is pretty simple. Illusion is superior. Period. Same with Han. Out of ITZY's summary songs, Illusion is definitely my favorite, and Han is literally a masterpiece. The visual position is not as useless as people make it out to be. Okay, so I know people are gonna really disagree with this one, but hear me out. What I don't like about the position is that one member is named objectively prettier than the others. I think that can create a bad environment when looking at things like body positivity and self-confidence. However, the visual position is a key tool when marketing a K-pop group. Think about it. How many times has an idol caught your eye because they look so gorgeous that you had to check out the group? Myself as well as multiple people I know have become interested in a group because the visual caught our eye and we wanted to keep watches cause we were really interested in a member. Seriously though, as soon as I saw Sungwoo from ITZY in the Wonderland MV, I was not gonna stop there. He isn't even my bias, but his striking visuals was one of the reasons I quickly became interested in the group. Western collabs are good for the industry and the artists. People should stop complaining about them. Clowns. Some of y'all are straight up clowns. Western collabs are incredibly beneficial for the K-pop industry and your favorite artists. You didn't like Boy With Love because of Halsey? Well, did you ever think about the fact that BTS wanted to collab with Halsey and that her fans are way more likely to listen to BTS now? Sure, maybe you don't like Halsey's voice, or maybe you don't support her because of her past, which is a whole nother story. But acting like Western collabs are the dirt beneath your shoes is ignoring the time and effort your faves put into these songs, as well as the impact they could have on promoting your fav group internationally. When covering another group, I hate when groups change certain parts of the choreography. I feel very strongly about this one. This one grinds my gears to no end. Yes, I know K-pop isn't that deep, but this is one of my biggest K-pop pet peeves. I absolutely love when groups cover each other's songs. However, if a group covers a song and changes certain parts of the choreo, I lose it. For example, if a Cough Cough Boy group is covering a Cough Cough Girl group song and they change parts of the choreo to make it more masculine, I'm out. I don't know why, but I hate it. Like, it's a cover. Cover the song. If you're gonna change the choreo, then use a whole different choreo, don't just change different parts. I do not understand it. Okay, rant over. Having deep lyrics does not make a song objectively superior. This one is pretty cut and dry. I would much rather have a catchy song with stupid lyrics than a garbage song with deep lyrics. Just because the lyrics are something special, does not mean the song is better than other songs. Sure, the lyrics are better, but acting like lyrics make or break a song is overlooking the actual music. Good stage presence doesn't get you into the dance line. Good technique and overall skill does. I feel very strongly about this one as well. I feel like technical skill is often overlooked in the K-pop community, but it is really important when determining someone's role in a K-pop group. Sure, an idol could have perfect stage presence, and that's great for a center position, but if their technique isn't up to par with others in the group, they are not gonna be part of the dance line. G-idol is not just Soyeon, Minnie, Sujin, and friends. So I've seen the opinion that G-idol is just Soyeon, Minnie, Sujin, and friends, but I disagree. Personally, I've always noticed Miyeon and Yuki in their performances. Miyeon is even my bias, and while it took a bit for Shuhua to really shine for me, I've consistently seen her shine since Oh. Just because you're focusing on Soyeon, Minnie, and Sujin the most doesn't mean that Miyeon, Yuki, and Shuhua get zero lines and screen time. In fact, Miyeon stands out to me in performances quite a lot due to her stable voice and graceful dancing. The fourth gen isn't as bad, vocal-wise, as many people are saying. Not trying to generalize, but this is for my second gen stans. Now obviously I'm not talking about all second gen stans, but most of the time when people trash fourth gen vocals, they compare it to second gen vocals. Obviously the fourth gen is going to be a little weaker vocal wise cause the groups are still rookies, but also, y'all are definitely overlooking some gems. Ever heard of Choi Jongho, Cho Miyeon, and Han Yoonji aka Mia? These aren't even all the examples out there, they're just the ones that first came to mind. Also, you didn't hear this from me, but fourth gen dancing is way better than second gen. Thank you. Next. Every group works hard no matter what company they come from. Whether a group is from a small unknown company or one of the big three, they all work hard and deserve the success they have. For example, if a group is from an unknown company, they have to build themselves up since they are fairly unknown. But if a group is from the big three, it might be easier to get recognized. However, the audition process is much tougher. Unstanning a group because of the fandom is misguided and not fair to the group. This one is also a pretty simple one. If you unstan a group solely for the reason of disliking the fandom, that is extremely unfair to the group. The group doesn't choose who is in the fandom and they have no control over their fans. Sure, fandoms can do some messed up, toxic things, but you could just distance yourself from those activities instead of unstanning the group entirely. Super M just isolated the popular SM members even more. So I have my gripes with Super M, but my biggest concern is a concern I've had with SM boy groups for a while now. I've noticed that SM boy groups tend to have extremely popular members that frequently outshine the rest of the members of the group. This is not hate towards those members, it's just an observation about SM management. I think that Super M just compounded this issue. By taking the most popular members from their B groups, SM further isolated those members while using resources that could have gone towards existing groups.